everyone, it's Amy from YosoBoho. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're coming shopping with us today. We are out thrifting at the Restore in the Eastlake, Wickliffe area of Ohio. If you're not from around here, it is a suburb of, it's an eastern suburb of Cleveland. I am with my Aunt Beth. We are doing some sourcing, and here she is looking at some weird vase that we decided was resin. And around the corner here, I see this cute little butt. Why are duck butts so cute?
They have those little upturned tails.
It's so true. There's something about that little tail that goes up, and you know how they walk and they waddle, and their butts are just so cute. I don't know if you saw, but that piece was originally marked $5. It was marked down to $2.50. There's also something about a white critter, like a white duck with those black beady eyes. Gets me every time. They're so cute. This is a nice piece, little wine chiller. This Restore, we've been here a couple of times. On this day, the furniture was amazing. Cannot wait to show you that. Not so much on the hard goods side. We didn't find a ton of things over here, but I'll show you a few items, and then yeah, we'll go over and check out some really cool tables and chairs and see things on the other side of the store. This is a nice big store, and I'll tell you what, if you're in the Cleveland area and you need a table, couch, a lighting fixture, come check this place out before you go shopping for new. You just never know what you're going to find here. They have stuff here, different stuff like every day, and some of the styles are newer styles. You know, there were couches here that looked nice and not that old, and especially if you were like filling your first apartment, this would be the perfect place to come, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm not quite sure that a lot of people even know. I think a lot of people who are first starting an apartment, they'll go to, you know, a cheap furniture store and get low quality stuff when you can get really nice quality things for the same or less. Oh, these dolls. Look at her face. I was laughing and I told Beth to come over, that she had to see her face because she was so angry. She is so angry. Look at her. Somebody like stole her pudding or something. I don't know. That's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, make it really big. Look at just the legs on it in general. Like the columns on it are huge. Can you imagine how big that thing gets when you put those two big leaves in it? This is a nice little piece. Love the blue on this, but you see those chippies right there. I had to leave it. This piece down here was cute. It's a little leaning tower of Pisa, probably made for like cheese. Although those holes aren't big enough, in my opinion, for cheese. You'd have to have some pretty skinny cheese. Then I go back over here because I have to check out this other table. Look at the legs on this one. Now this is an inlaid leather table, and it has some serious age. It's a little beat up top, but I just love the way these look. And look at those slanted legs. Just beautiful. Now this is what I call patina. That's what I call patina. And look at down there. See how that board on the bottom has been worn over time by like kids and people sitting there? Those are the kind of things, those are the kind of qualities on an old table that you will never see on a new one. I mean, there's such stories there. This guy was split all the way down the top. I'm so hoping somebody can save him because I think if I remember correctly, he was $15. Liked this Easter egg thing down here. Was hoping it was tin, but it was not. It was more of a, what do they call that? It's like a plastic melamine. Some dishes here. I think there was a little, yeah, little kind of vase there. That shelf I thought was going to fall when I picked that up. Peace. These are interesting. I didn't understand why they were originally marked like $15. They were marked down to $5, and they were made by Ainsley. And I picked them up to check them out, but one of them was completely cracked, like the flower was cracked.
Carpen, K-A-R-P-E-N, furniture.
So now we're over in an area where they had a bunch of chairs, and we found this chair. It has obviously been exposed to some moisture, maybe in a basement, and it needs a good cleaning is all. It was very solid and just beautiful. This is a Windsor back chair. You can see when I back out here, this kind of high back with the slats. Look at the age and the wear on those arms. Just absolutely stunning. And yes, it went home with us. And then right after that, I found this bentwood chair. Now, there wasn't a label on this. Keep an eye out for labels like this one. I think possibly this seat, the actual seat part, had been replaced. Now, whoever did it did a really nice job, but it's likely that it was replaced. And these, you could see the glue there. These oftentimes they would break. Sometimes there would be maybe wicker in there instead, and they would change them out to be a little bit more sturdy. But look at the bent wood on that chair. That is a process where those pieces are soaked and then they're made pliable and then they mold them. It's a really beautiful piece. And yes, that went home with us too. Look at these great kitchen chairs with the yellow pads. Now, see how they reflect that bentwood look, but they're in like an aluminum. They were so much fun. We just kept looking. We were joking about, look at these. These are great too. And look at those. Look at that ladder back over there with the cane seating. Oh, that was a pretty piece. It was just like everywhere we turned. Look at the color on this one. I love how they painted that nice teal blue. Everywhere we looked, we were like, ooh, I like this chair. Ooh, I like this chair. This chair is great. Here, I had to come over to this side to get a better look at some of these. Even those are great, but look at this with the turned legs and the ladder back here. That seat is made of like, it's called caning. It's like a woven, almost like a basket seat, right? I moved it around because I was seriously considering grabbing that chair, but it was a little wobbly and needed some work. Somebody will definitely snag that chair. That is a gorgeous chair. I had a chair in my booth when we first moved in. I took in a rattan chair that I had bought at a church rummage sale for $15. It was a designer chair. I'm not recalling right now who made it, but I'll put it on screen. And it sold on the first day we were in that shop. It sold for $110, which was awesome. Look, here's another bentwood chair. This one had some condition issues. I did like the dark stain that they put on it, and there was some great additional brackets in the back, including that nice little curved piece in the back of right here in the back of the chair. That's some extra stability. That one is lacking it, and I just kind of show you here so you can see that it's missing. And in fact, it never had that piece there because you would have seen holes for the hardware. So it just, some of them were made a little different. But this one, when I get back here, you can see that somebody put some tacked feet in the bottom of it. Actually split one of the legs. But just checking it over. The aesthetic for these are so beautiful. They fit anywhere. This is a great piece for a classic. There she's showing you the split. So when it was tacked up in there, it actually split the wood. So yeah, we left that one, but those pieces will fit any decor. I had one as a teenager. I went and bought one because I wanted it to match a piece of a vanity piece that I had, and yeah, I do not have that chair to show you the other bentwood that I picked up because I took it immediately over to our shop and I put a low price on it because of the seat, because not knowing if that was an original seat. I put a low price on it, I think of $25 or $30. I paid $5 for that chair, by the way. And it sold the same day I put it out. So I'm now on the search for another chair. I feel like we should have picked up a couple more here. Look at these great big bar stools with those big butts. You could tell I got a big butt. I like a big butt chair. These would be comfortable, and they went up and down, and oh, they were super good quality. This is what I'm saying. Don't shop new. Go check out your local restores, your local thrift stores. You know, take a look. This, oh gosh, look at this chair. I should have picked up this chair. This is a Eastlake piece of furniture. If you look at the carvings, there's beautiful details around the edges and the top of this when I show you. Look at the carving and the detail there. It's just gorgeous. They always have the greatest selection of art. That was a beautiful piece up there. This was a little weird. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think he's riding a dolphin. I think the title was something like Dolphin Rider. I'm saying, what in the world? It's obviously a statue, but just a little strange. Loved the colors in that piece. Oh, now we're over in the furniture and we were checking out this beautiful piece. They had $65 on it. It looked like the handles had some inserts that were maybe tortoise shell. Oh, they were so great. Just the details, and then these huge big drawers. And look at the cascading front of that. It's like a waterfall, right? It kind of just comes off, the grains of the wood kind of fall off the front. Beautiful. Back to some art. This was a print, and I'm showing you here. It's a signed print. Really nice piece. I think yeah, 1976. They had $50 on it, which was a really fair price for that, especially in the way that it was framed and in the frame itself. It's very nice. And then, I don't know if you can see here, I don't know if I get in close enough, but these two pieces here are Haywood Wakefield pieces. This was kind of a very cool thing to see, and if you could touch this, just, I can't even describe it. It had this just soft, like, I can't even describe it. I just could not stop touching it. It was just the way that it's molded and shaped. It just had such a wonderful feel to it. It had such a warm kind of feel to it. And yes, there were condition issues. And yes, it needs some love. But these two pieces, somebody is going to be thrilled to find these. We're back on another wall where there was some art, and my aunt noticed this really neat piece by an artist, Maurice Hugo. It was an original. I'm zooming in here to see if my camera would pick up any pixelation, but we did look at these under a loupe and realized that these were all original pen and ink works. They had matching frames, so there was a set of them, and we're just kind of snagging all of them. If you notice, they were $5 a piece. This one is the Thompson Neely House in Washington Crossing, Bucks County, PA. And I think a couple of these were like historic homes. This one was a church. Just beautifully done. Really talented. We have not identified this artist, so if anybody knows if this is a local artist or something, let us know. Leave in a comment. I know who Maurice is. And that's it, folks. One lone duck. I did grab that bentwood chair. That beautiful piece went to the shop and sold very quickly. May have underpriced it, but that's okay. It was a very quick flip. This guy, I paid $2.50 for him. He does have a little bit of a rough spot on his butt right here. I guess it would be a chip, but it's really smooth. It's almost as if it was hit with some sandpaper or something. But I think he's very cute. He's a hobbyist piece. Somebody painted him. They did it, you know, really nice job because they kept him simple. Love the color of his beak and his black eyes that match this base. It's just a nice piece. It's very light, like I said. Bottom's very light. It is signed HT, I believe. HT and 1981. So he's a vintage old bird and I like him, and I think he would make great storage for something. Looks like a good spring piece. Be cool to have like a wreath around him with some flowers, like he was sitting on a nest. Anyway, that was it. That was the big purchase. It was a cool trip to the restore, but just not a big haul trip. But coming up this weekend next, we spent the day thrifting. So there were 4 thrift shop stops and some really neat finds. And so the next several videos will be shopping videos, and hopefully you will come along. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Please, if you haven't, subscribe, hit that little alarm button so you know when I post new videos, Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes on the weekends. Like and comment if you can. All of those things help my channel. I appreciate you. Take care. See you on Thursday. Bye.